Siema, witam was serdecznie na moim kanale. Jestem Ardal, a to jest kolejny odcinek naszych przygód z Dragon Age The Veilguard, czyli Straż Zasłony. Drodzy widzowie, nie przedłużam, wam zaś życzę miłego oglądania. Jedziemy. Zobaczmy, jaki quest dzisiaj. Spróbuję sobie to zrobić. O, taż. Do taż jeszcze muszę zejść. Pomoc dla Treviso. Cześć Taż. Próbowaliśmy dostarczyć zaopatrzenie krukom w Treviso, ale kruki, które miały je odebrać w Rivianie, nigdy się nie zgłosiły. Jeśli ty i twoi wykwintni nowi przyjaciele znajdziecie trochę czasu, możecie to sprawdzić. Mieliśmy się z nimi spotkać na wybrzeżu. Po złoto i chwałę. Izabela. A teraz to ćwiczy. Jakiś eluwian poniszczony. Ale spróbujemy. O. Z Harding, zasady musimy pogadać. Dobra, idziemy pogadać z nimi. Tego ulepszymy.
The spirits lament, dweller. The blight spreads here. Seek its roots.
Poziom czwarty. Obrażenia broni. Ranga sklepu 4. Jeszcze mało. Tutaj Harding. Dobra.
Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition? What's that about?
You know, Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? I'm trying to get news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably fine. Charter's just busy. She's always busy.
Charter? Who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master. Well, no. I guess now that the Inquisition answers to the Chantry, that makes her Divine Victoria's spy master.
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop Southern Thedas from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
Why isn't she here? We could use a hand.
Charter entrusted the search for Solus to Varric, to us. The world's large and she's got many things to deal with.
So, how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
And the Inquisitor's advisors? What about them?
Of all of them, I'd say Josephine is my favorite. She's lovely. She still sends me a box of handmade sweets from Val Royeaux every year on my name day. Cullen and I got along too, but he was always busy. He would have bad days from lyrium withdrawal sometimes, and I would share the tea that my ma sent. He's from Ferelden too. Maybe it reminded him of home.
What about Liliana? I heard she's intense.
I think she likes to cultivate that reputation. She's not nearly as terrifying as she sounds. Oh, I passed her in the Great Hall one day, and she suddenly turned and asked me if I wanted a nug.
A nug? Those small pink rodent things? What for?
She loved them and made a hobby of breeding them as pets.
So, did you take the nug?
No! What am I gonna do with a nug?
But you did know people from the Inquisitor's inner circle, didn't you?
I knew them, sure, but those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself and not get in anyone's way. Some of them were more approachable than others. Sarah was a puppy with a new toy. 100 new toys. Fun, if you can handle the mess. She was really the only one who could make Rainier, well, Blackwall then, let down his guard. Otherwise, he kept to himself and stuck to the stables. We'd talk when I visited the horses. And there was Cole, of course.
The spirit boy?
Yep. I was just sitting on the walls one day, and he asked if he could join my game.
Like a card game?
Nah, just good old people watching. Must have seemed like a game to him somehow. We'd pick strangers out of the crowd and try to say something about them. Like, ooh, she heard the joke yesterday and she's still trying not to laugh. Or one of Cole's. His eyes remind her of the ones beneath her bed.
I have so many questions.
Believe me, I did too.
Cole didn't elaborate?
I think I prefer the mystery. Don't you?
Wasn't Cole an empath? He must have been great at this game.
Ah, but the rule was you couldn't say anything you actually knew. He got it in the end. I think.
So you didn't ask him if you guessed right?
Well, being right wasn't the point. Making a habit of seeing people was. I think he liked that. It's why you don't miss.
So tell me about these ordinary Inquisition members I haven't heard about.
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't Magisters or Ben Hasrith or the left hand of the Divine. There were scouts and stable hands, carpenters and cooks and quartermasters, even 2 dedicated pastry chefs. Most of them volunteered, like me. We wanted to help in whatever small way we could.
You helped people. That's not small.
It sure felt like it sometimes. I'd sit with Rector and Faulkner and we'd watch the important people with their important business rushing by.
Rector? Faulkner?
Liliana gave all her agents pseudonyms.
Right. Like Charter.
Well, Charter's Charter, but when the other 2 and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
Do you miss it? The Inquisition, I mean.
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss my friends. We write each other, but it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse, just different. It's special when you're among people working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solus. What did you really think of him back then?
Lonely. He always seemed lonely. It's hard not to be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
He might be lonely, but I doubt he cares. He's single-minded. Nothing else matters besides his crusade.
Because it's the only thing he's had. My ma used to say, A caged dog forgets there's grass outside. Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past. I should let you go. Talk later?
Okej, pogadaliśmy z Harding. Teraz jeszcze idziemy pogadać z Asanem. Znaczy z Davrinem. Asan to jest ten gryf. A potem z Manfredem jeszcze. A raczej z Emerisiem. A Manfred to był ten służący przecież, widzowie.
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
You've got a flair for the dramatic.
Nothing scarier than the real thing.
What will you do with it?
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
I like a hunt with some challenge to it.
What's your quarry?
I'm thinking a Grey Warden. Maybe an elf. Maybe both. I can't decide.
That too much to handle?
It's best if you keep them guessing.
Well, you'll need special bait to lure that sort out. Doesn't just fall for anything.
Noted. So, where's the Gloomhowler in all this?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler, boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Makes sense. He'll learn to fight by fighting.
I don't know another way. Out there in the world, you sink or swim.
Can a half-lion, half-eagle swim?
Don't know. Asan?
Which half was that?
Search me. Both halves share the same stomach.
Right. See you around.
Zobaczmy jeszcze tam. To nie tam, tylko to tam.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels, fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance. How would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
Who'd you get his body from?
There was no single donor. The arms were recovered from a charnel pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's wisp picked out his own skull from some donations. That was quite the day. He's been fine company during my necropolis excursions ever since.
What does Manfred understand exactly?
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners. The more he experiences, the more sophisticated his conclusions. With guidance, of course.
If I say good to meet you, will he get that?
Manfred's alert to the sentiment, certainly. I encountered him as a wisp in the necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
Any way I can avoid answering this, please?
I'm sorry. I'm used to arguing with my colleagues in favor of the soul's return. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
On nie tutaj.
Thank you for all your help arranging things, Manfred. Yes.
Dobra. Idziemy teraz, moi drodzy widzowie. Tamto przejście odpieczętować. No i pięknie. Idziemy więc na Rozdroża, tego przejścia poszukać. Odpieczętuj przejście do utraconych wieków. Zbadaj.
Striking the crossroads without forethought would be folly. The rebellion controlled it for far too long. Its defenses will be artfully hidden.
You will not press? Our forces are cunning and sharpened.
Fen'Harel's spite is endless and his trickery not easily overcome. He will have traps in wait. A crossroads in ruin is no good to us.
That was Elgranon and Gillenane. Were we eavesdropping on the past?
The dagger must amplify these echoes, letting Solus spy on his rivals.
Let's hope it doesn't work both ways.
Onward, dweller.
The spirits are returning.
They should be safe now, with the defenders on alert.
Aha.
They're dug in here. The Venatory must be after something nearby. Let's get it first.
There! Strike now!
Ready if you are.
Go, Rook!
Jak się tam dostać?
Take out those crystals and we cut off the power they're channeling.
Nieznany artefakt. Co te rozdroża robią? Duchy rozdroża robią co muszą. Relasa, nie tak jak my wszyscy. Dzięki Solasie. To niesamowite, pomocne. Nic bardziej nie mogłoby w tej chwili wesprzeć twojego starego drucha w mobilizowaniu rebelii przeciwko Evanuris. Relasa. Co mamy tutaj? Okej.
Got us at range.
Okej. Sile. Trzeba tam skoczyć. Ej, chyba wszystko.
We've got company. Get along.
There. The Venatori can't lock us out anymore.
Trouble ahead. There you go. Take him out.
Did the Venatori build that?
More likely they co-opted it to seal off this place.
Raz. Dwa. Trzy. Jeszcze gdzieś. Plus 100 zdrowia.
No problem.
And another Fen'Harel altar. That's another barrier down. There. That's what the Venatori are after. That wolf statuette. We've seen them before. Better keep it safe.
I kolejny umiejka. Nice. Kolejna umiejka. Teraz tam mam iść. Górę jakoś jest jedna. Jak tam się dostać? A. Ja wiem, że tu nie mam tego przejścia. Z powrotem, nie mam... Nie chcę wracać.
What do spirits spend money on? Never mind. What do you have?
Jak tam się dostać? Może tak. Aha, i następny. No dobrze, moi drodzy widzowie, to było na tyle w dzisiejszym odcinku. Jeżeli ten się Wam podobał, zostawcie łapkę w górę. Zachęcam Was do napisania komentarza pod filmikiem, zostawienia subika z dzwoneczkiem. Zachęcajcie swoich znajomych, by ten kanał subowali i do zobaczenia w następnym odcinku. Siema.